Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats.
Meow.
It's a record-breaking amount of cats. It's got Mr. Kitty, Bailey, and Patches. And I'm your host, Stephanie Katz. With us tonight, Zach.
Hello.
Peter.
Right.
And Tom.
Oh, hi-yo.
I heard Peter, but I don't see what's going on.
Right now,
very
he's
confusing.
just a floating image, which I'm going to have to weirdly transpose.
Can you make him look like a ghost?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. This is what you're watching.
We're just glad to have actually Peter here this week. He was sadly absent last week.
We missed you, Peter.
We did. We truly did.
I had to endure this by myself. Oh, and big thank you to our #1 fan for this. Thank you. This is good.
Give me it back.
Please take it.
I'm gonna start messing with some wires just to be mean.
Why do you hate me so much?
I'm fidgety.
For Peter, since he wasn't here for that, the fan that always comes in and drops questions to us came in and gave Tom the fidget spinner so that Zach will stop messing with the wires.
You know what?
I'm not using it anymore.
It's a crutch.
And she also gave Tom a hat, so he has a nerdy thing to wear.
Yeah, it's a Mandalorian hat.
Actually, looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
look at
bounty hunter thing on the front. And then got Mandalorian.
that. Peep that, yo.
Yeah.
Tom's got a big head, is what we learned today.
Yeah, we did figure that out.
He doesn't know the size. He just knows it's big.
Yeah.
We all knew Tom had a big head. You see the eagle on that motherfucker?
Yeah, see how long my neck is?
God damn, I didn't realize. You're like a giraffe.
I know.
Are you part giraffe?
Partially.
Maybe
That's right.
part okapi?
Don't know what an okapi is.
It's a little weird giraffe-looking thing.
Stupid.
Oh, okay.
They're like they're the deer thing that they got the zebra legs. All right, now I got to look up an okapi for
weird-
these motherfuckers.
You look like an okapi.
How do you not know what an okapi is?
Looking thing.
Does anybody know what an okapi is?
Everybody
I'm
knows
sure
what an
some-
You
okapi is.
just
I'm sure somebody
freaking
knows what it is.
pulled okapi out of your
Okapi.
ass.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like
Oh.
a weird fucking...
It's a weird fucking
Zebra.
giraffe deer thing. Okay, it's an okapi.
It's like a fucking giraffe raped a zebra and it was like, yeah, take that.
It is kind of like a giraffe rapes a zebra. Oh wow, that's dark. That sounds dangerous for
God,
everyone
why do I always
involved.
have to be the bad influence in this group?
You're a terrible person. Speaking
Hey.
of sex, though,
So, we got information about the Sex and the City revival. I'm sure you guys aren't excited,
I'm super excited.
but I'm excited.
why wouldn't I be excited?
God, more sex in a city? Not like there isn't enough already.
Honestly, I've always felt like the city's the fifth character.
Yeah.
That's a thing I've heard people say about the show. I don't know if that's...
It's gonna be a 10-episode limited series coming December 9th on HBO Max. It's gonna be called Just Like That. It's a Sex and the City story.
Okay.
In case you're not familiar, and just like that is the phrase that Carrie always says, like, at some point during the episode.
That's her tagline.
That's her tagline. This is going to cover life and love in their 50s.
They getting old.
Wow.
Sarah, I almost said Sarah Michelle.
Sarah Jessica.
Wrong Sarah. Sarah
Jessica.
Sarah Silverman.
SJP. Can we go with SJP? Sarah Jessica Parker.
She's actually going to be showing her gray off.
Oh, she's going natural. Oh, natural.
Yeah. There is no Kim Cattrall, though. Apparently her and
That was
SJP have some bad blood.
That was not Miranda.
Samantha.
The blonde one, the whore.
Didn't we have a whole
self-described
Sex
man.
in the City conversation last week?
Yes.
We did. Yeah, I forgot it completely.
But I'm totally confused. Why wouldn't you want the whore there? She's
'Cause-
the one who has sex in the
Oh,
city.
she didn't want to come back because her and Sarah Jessica Parker have bad blood.
They do not get along, apparently.
In
Like
the,
at all.
In the episodes, did like Sarah Jessica Parker ever steal a man from that girl?
Probably multiple times.
Yeah. No.
In real life.
Or
they
the
do-
other way?
No, it's in real life, they really don't like each other.
Okay.
The characters
Yeah.
in the show loved each other. Those two as actual human beings go, fuck you, buddy. Not fans, apparently. Peter, You weren't here last week. Which of the ladies from Sex and the City are you?
If I'm being perfectly honest, I wouldn't be able to name one of the ladies from Sex and the City.
Which Ninja Turtle are you then?
You're the short-haired one who likes a bunch of sex.
Which Ninja Turtle are you?
I don't know. Probably Donatello, if I'm being honest.
Okay, then you're a Miranda.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
we're
I
good.
thought Donatello was Charlotte.
Charlotte. Sorry, yes, Charlotte. You're a Charlotte. They match up. It's a real thing.
I have no idea who these women are.
Yeah, I don't really either. I know there's a guy named Mr. Big.
Yes, he's coming back.
I believe he has a big penis. I think that's why they call him Mr. Big. Is that true?
I don't remember, to be quite honest with you.
Actually, I think it's just because he's a big shot.
Just Sex and the City.
So
Why is there lore for this?
Because
Lore?
it's a huge show.
It's a huge show. It has an immense following. It's been on forever.
Mm-hmm.
It had 2 movies.
yeah, it was. I think it was like I want to say 12 seasons, 2 movies.
It was one of the first real breakout shows from HBO.
HBO, yeah.
With
It was like that and The Sopranos.
With a full woman cast, too.
All
Yeah.
female cast, unless you count the city of New York as the 5th cast.
Well, I mean, she, as a city, could be a female.
Nah,
you know?
dude, New York's a dude. That
think
place is
so?
always fucking people, just right in the butt. That is not a pretty lady. I would not call New
You
York.
obviously missed the lesbian arc in Sex and the City.
I'm just saying, Seattle, San Francisco, those are ladies. Those cities are ladies.
Yeah.
Definitely. Miami, that's a dude.
Well, St. Louis.
St.
about
Louis? I think St. Louis would
What
be a
about
lady.
I
Houston?
think it'd be a lady. 'Cause you
Houston's
got
a dude.
You got the arch.
Houston's a dude.
Houston's
you
a
walk
dude.
through the arch.
Yeah. I think Houston's a dude. I would say Houston's a dude.
Yeah.
Austin, also a dude. San Antonio, lady. Very beautiful lady.
I would say I'm going to be a lady.
I don't know, but it just feels right.
It just feels right.
What about Los Angeles?
Los Angeles, lady.
I thought more like crackhead, but
Hey,
Los
are you being
Angeles.
sexist right now?
Los Angeles.
Ladies can be
excuse
crackheads
you.
too.
Excuse you. Los Angeles is non-binary.
there you go.
Oh, correct.
Yeah, there you
Correct.
go. They. It's a they.
Bitch.
I shouldn't be assigning genders out of turn.
Yeah,
I feel
there you
that
go.
I feel inappropriate, and I should feel appropriately scathed. Thank you for stopping me there.
You're hurting
No problem.
people's feelings.
All
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry.
Excuse
You
me.
choke on your bullshit.
But yeah.
Sorry.
That's rude.
Wow. But yeah, so what we're finding here is that we may not have a lot of Sex and the City fans here, but we at least understand that there's a lot of fans of Sex and the City. What was that?
A cat hair.
Oh, cat hair.
It bothered me.
No way. There was a cat hair there? Look, there's a cat right there. There's a cat hair.
Why are you disturbing her?
Yeah, because it's fun.
Whatever. So we also got a little information about the Netflix live action Gundam movie. Showed a picture of an RX 782. It's in pre-production.
The RX 782. There's only one of those.
Well, it wasn't very specific in the article. It just said the. But anyway,
It says the, yeah, 'cause
it's
it's
by it's the director is the same guy that was the director of Kong. So
I wonder how they're gonna do the mech suits.
I guess I think it's gonna be still CGI, but it's gonna be photorealistic CGI. At least the one still image that they have is.
you know, in Japan there is
Yeah,
like
there's
an
like a
actual full
massive-
That's what I'm
live
saying.
at like a
But it
life
do-
size.
Yeah, but it doesn't
workable-
actually move the way it would need to move for the show. They're going to use that for like some close-up shots, like probably like when like you're getting in the cockpit and stuff like that, which would be the smart thing. But I think a lot of it's probably going to be mostly. That's why they got the director of Kong. It's going to be photorealistic CGI.
I mean, that's the one thing that Gundam, the actual show, got right was like you felt the weight of a Gundam,
Oh yeah.
and you can actually like see it as it progressed through an environment. And you're like, oh shit, and like that thing's fucking heavy.
I will say the again the only thing they've given us is one live action, like one still photo of it in shadow with fire behind it, basically.
Nice.
And it's, I mean, it looks sick. I don't know. It's one of those you're like, okay, give me way more, please.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've always wanted to. Well, first of all, I've always wanted a mobile suit. Who doesn't?
no, that'd be pretty badass.
Who doesn't want a mobile suit? I'm saying. But a live action version of that. They're doing a live action version of everything, and I'm not upset that they decided to do Gundam. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they're
huge from the
also-
Japanese side of Netflix that they're getting a
Yeah,
big
they're
push
also
on that
working
too.
on a live action Yu Yu Hakusho.
Wait, Yu Yu Hakusho?
Really,
Really?
that'd be cool. That'd be very
I
interesting.
didn't think that one would become. I did not think that would be the next one coming out. I was actually talking about this with some people at work the other day. I'm like, you know what would be cool? To do a Yu Yu Hakusho live action. And then we all agreed, no, there's no way they're going to be able to put that one on television.
Yeah.
Well, it's not television, it's Netflix.
Hey, just like it's not TV, it's HBO.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody in the mid 30s, mid 40s basically got into Netflix and is like, man, I really want to bring back all these fucking like good animes I saw back in the 90s.
I actually
watch
put,
a lot of Toonami.
Yeah.
I actually put a question here that I wanted to throw at you guys. Like, what anime would you like to see them done live action? Assuming that it was like done right.
Dragon Ball Z.
Trigun.
Oh,
yes!
shit. That was the other one we said
Yeah.
was Trigun. Peter, what do you think?
Trigun or Madoka Magica?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, okay.
Dude, Vash the Stampede is my fucking hero. I love Vash.
Trigun would be pretty baller live action. If they do the, and we're probably about to talk about it again, but if they do the Cowboy Bebop one, if that turns out being
If
good,
it turns out good, then
they can definitely do a Trigun, and I'll be super on
probably
board
happy
with it.
about it. Yeah. But that's the only thing you got to kind of like watch out live action because I mean, obviously you're not going to get the same stories and everything, so it's going to be kind of weird. But if it relates, that'd be cool. But is the Cowboy Bebop supposed to be shows or like episodes, or is it just
Yeah,
one
it's
full
episodes.
length? Ooh, so
Yeah,
I wonder
it's
if they just like
And
remake
it comes
the
on
whole.
the 19th.
So are they going to remake each individual show?
I don't think so.
I don't think they're doing it like play by play, episode by episode.
But close to.
But they did take a lot from it,
Yeah.
and
They're taking the same basic story arcs and.
I mean, as long as they do the characters well, I could see it being real good. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, if they did like Trigun or any other like Yu Yu Hakusho or something, as long as they got the characters right and had everybody like pretty on point with the characters, I bet it'd be pretty badass.
I'll have a lot more faith in Netflix after the Cowboy Bebop actually premieres.
Or you'll have a lot less. We don't know for sure yet.
True. Yeah, you're like I will be reserving judgment on whether or not I want to see any more live action
Like Dragon
anime
Ball.
remakes.
as of the time of this recording, we do not have a read on.
Because Netflix has done some decent anime adaptations and they've done some really, really bad ones.
Death Note burns the bridge
Death
too
Note.
hard
Oh,
for
excuse me.
I don't know if this is gonna. I just don't have that much faith in them to do this well.
This one, hey, maybe they can turn it around because Death Note was not good, and didn't they do Rurouni Kenshin?
I think they tried,
And it
and
was also bad.
It was just
I thought
on
it was-
Netflix.
yeah.
Hold on.
And they did Full Metal Alchemist too, sort of.
But I mean, I think most of those were like the Japanese made live action because
Yeah, those were Japanese-made live action that
Yeah.
they just put on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Well, then this one is.
Which they're not-
I think this is the first one actually done solely by Netflix, right?
Death Note.
Maybe.
Death Note was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Death Note was not good.
Death Note was like the white kid, right? Who
It was Willem Dafoe as the demon
Yeah,
dude, though,
yeah.
which was the only redeeming part of that entire thing. But
And he's barely in it. He's
I
only
know,
in
it's
it
really
for-
sad. But Yu Yu Hakusho, I could be interested. Again,
I gotta see how Cowboy Bebop goes.
it all comes down to Cowboy Bebop. Kubi Bebop.
Kaboobop? Kaboobop.
Yeah, something like that.
Yay.
If they did a
So,
live-action Trigun, I wouldn't want them to adapt the main show at all. Trigun lends itself really well to an anthology. I would just want random Bash.
Yeah, just give me some. Yeah, just give me some other stories in that universe. I think you could. That way, you don't ruin any of the good stuff from the anime, but we still get more stuff.
Right?
You'd have
And there's
to,
a crap ton to adapt from the manga. It was so much longer than the show.
yeah, but I mean, you'd have to really capture Vash's personality for sure, because I mean, a lot of his mystery comes from simply that he's not Vash, but Vash.
It's just a
He's
dude.
90% of the time, and then
Yeah.
occasionally serious ups.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, the fucking dude's a badass. you know?
No, wait a second.
Yeah. Wow.
He is pretty good at this.
I mean, I want to say it's because I rewatched it recently. It's like the first 5 episodes that you don't receive a single hint that this is a competent human being.
Yeah, he's like a goofball, like a straight up goofball.
It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn until all of a sudden you go, oh fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
no wonder the people are actually after this guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Anyway.
So, I'm moving up the weekly dose of Disney because Disney Plus Day happened. And we got a lot of announcements,
stuff.
first looks. Right now, if you go on to Disney Plus, there's like a whole bar of just like first look teaser stuff. And of course, this isn't loading.
There's a lot of shit on there. We've already watched a little bit.
I've watched none of it.
There's
Like
a
you.
really good documentary on the history of Boba Fett, the character.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to load. That was something I could talk about. Okay. We're going to go through the whole list. Oh, this is a daily dose of Disney.
Okay.
Yes. So,
It's not even the whole month.
They divided this up into like Disney, Marvel, Pixar. So
Okay.
we're starting with Disney.
Disney proper.
Disney proper. We've got Cheaper by the Dozen. This is bringing Gabrielle Union and Zach Braff in the reimagining of the hit family comedy, and that's coming to Disney Plus in March 2022.
The only thing...
Go ahead.
Let me collect my thoughts on this one.
Oh, Zach has thoughts.
All right.
Hot take.
The original movie with Steve Martin was only good because it had Steve Martin in it. The second one was one of the biggest pieces of trash on the planet. It's written... it's based on a book that was written by a family that's divorced now and all hates each other.
Oh, nice.
And Zach Braff is a piece of trash. So I don't know if I want to watch this show. Zach Braff kind of turned into a horrible human being.
What
Yeah, he's not
happened?
great.
Almost immediately after he left Scrubs.
Yeah, pretty much.
started happening.
Donald Faison, his friendship with Donald Faison could not save him.
What? But
He's not a great actor. He's kind of an asshole to everyone on set, supposedly.
now I'm just sad and we're moving on.
I'm not excited for Cheaper by the Dozen. Is it a TV series too? Or is it a movie?
I just hope it takes place in the 1940s. Might as well adapt the actual book.
I think
That would be
it's-
great.
I think it's a movie.
Okay, as long as it's just a movie. If they haven't given him another series to ruin, I'm just...
So, fans of Enchanted, we're finally getting the sequel, Disenchanted. Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey are returning. This
Okay.
is hitting fall 2022 Disney Plus.
Okay.
So like Enchanted is when everything gets magical, and Disenchanted is when.
Did you ever see Enchanted?
Fuck no.
Okay, so
Basic
basically
premise.
the premise was that the starts out like your typical fairy tale.
Uh-huh.
Of course, they like go real hard into the stereotypes.
Uh-huh.
So it starts as an animated feature, and the evil queen is like, "Oh hell no, this bitch ain't marrying my son because she ain't taking over."
Just like that.
So just like
A
that.
little bit, actually.
She's played by Susan Sarandon.
Oh, okay.
So she enchants this well and tricks her and is basically like, oh yeah, if you wish into the well, then all your dreams are gonna come true. Shoves her down the well.
And she pops out of a manhole in the middle of New York
into
City.
like reality.
Oh.
So
Actual
then
New
it,
York.
I think I've seen,
Now you've seen it.
part of this. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they bring some of the fantastical elements to New York City at the end, like she turns into a dragon and fucks up the Chrysler Building, and
right,
it's great.
but the whole thing, like, it's Patrick Dempsey's character is trying to help her get back to this place called Andalasia, and he's like,
Mostly he just thinks she's a nut job, but he's a nice guy, so he tries to take to
Right.
help out. He's got some Pretty Woman vibes.
and then the prince like jumps into the well because he's like, I gotta save my princess. So it's this whole thing of them keep missing each other until they finally are like, oh, there's gonna
Isn't James Marsden the prince too?
yes.
Perfect. I thought so.
And Idina Menzel plays Patrick Dempsey's
Girlfriend,
girlfriend.
fiance, actually, I think.
I don't think they're engaged.
I don't know. Their girlfriend. They're not engaged yet, but he's got a ring.
He's thinking about it.
Yep.
But of course, by the end of the movie, Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey end up falling in love, and then Idina's character goes back with the prince to Andalasia.
To the animated world.
Right. So now
And the
this,
evil queen is dead.
yeah, because Amy Adams murdered the fuck out of that bitch.
I believe she falls down an elevator shaft.
No, she stabs her on top of the
And then she falls down an elevator shaft.
She just falls off the building.
Oh, is that all it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, did they like jump down the manhole again
Yes.
to get back?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, thing.
Sewer trash.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm really excited. We've been waiting since 2007.
So do we know anything about it at all? Like what the premise of it is? Can we start live action and go animated on this one? And that would be hilarious.
I haven't seen any details on that. We don't even really have a teaser trailer. We did get a clip of Amy Adams and Patrick Dempsey coming up to talk about it, but they really did not release many details. I think they're keeping this one pretty under wraps.
Well, because they didn't give us much about Enchanted before it came out, and this was a pretty novel idea. It was really interesting.
Just based on the title, I'm gonna say that shit goes awry.
It sounds like they're gonna be disenchanted. Yeah, that doesn't sound good, at least.
Or it's just like a freaking movie where like they both have like a falling out, and that's part of the movie. It's like trying to fall back in love with each other. I'm gonna go back to my other world.
I mean, that could distinct possibility. She's like, I don't know how to live in the real world.
Yeah,
this has been very, very hard. I'd like to go back and be a princess.
And he has to be the prince that saves her from that world and brings her back to the real world.
That'd be cool. I'd be in for that. Cartoon Patrick Dempsey, I'd be in for it too. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. And then
what we got now?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Ugh.
December. That's premiering this year, December 3rd, 2021.
Apparently, it's a very popular book series. I've never read any of them, and I don't get the appeal of the movies.
What's Peter think? Because Peter's
I'm too
very
old.
quiet.
I don't know why we would ever want to get a sequel to Disenchanted. I'm pretty sure that story wraps itself up very well. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid is a very strange series that I could never really get into.
I'm with you, Peter. I just can't get into it.
Yeah, and then they're also doing Roderick Rules, which is premiering next year, which is part of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Then, guys, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Like an animated series?
It's going to be a hybrid live-action CG animated feature with John Mulaney and Andy Samberg.
So what you're telling me is it's basically going to be Alvin and the Chipmunks.
But adventure.
But with... Oh, wait. So is Andy Samberg playing Dale? Please say Andy Samberg's playing Dale.
I don't know. This is the only look we got is this picture right here.
Please say Andy Samberg's playing Dale. Oh, God. It's a movie?
Yes.
Ah, movie. Interesting.
Spring 2022.
I thought we were going to get the TV series back because they did give them an origin story in the DuckTales show, the reboot.
Well, this might be like the entry, how they're going to do that instead of doing like a pilot.
What was the origin story?
Well, they gave them a full-on origin story in DuckTales. Like, they actually, like, there's a whole, like, if you watch them in the background, they were mutated at some point in time, like little mice, and then all of a sudden gadgets start making some shit in the background, and they escape and then like help the nephews from DuckTales escape too, and you're like, wait, what the fuck just happened here? Was that the Rescue Rangers? I'm pretty sure that was the Rescue Rangers.
And then we're also getting The Beatles Get Back, streaming November 25th.
Is this a documentary?
It's a docu-series showing the legendary Beatles performing I've Got a Feeling. The 3-night event will start streaming, like I said, November 25th.
Interesting.
And then Better Nate Than Ever. It's based on a book by Tim Federle, premiering next year.
I haven't heard of the book. Don't know that one.
Don't know about that one. We already knew about Hocus Pocus 2, but
we talked about that.
We did.
Yes, but we got a picture of the girls all dressed up.
They look exactly the same, and that's weird.
Well, of course they do.
They look a little older. Well, I also saw the side-by-side comparison earlier, and they're a little...
Sarah Jessica Parker definitely looks older. Because she looked like 14 in the other one.
So, I am kind of curious if they're going to kind of do some...
meta jokes about that.
Movie magic and make them look younger because, like, they're not supposed to age, I don't think.
I think they can get away with them aging because last time they didn't get the spell off that's supposed to make them young forever. So really, they should look like old hags or would just be dead. Aren't they dead?
They're stoned.
I was going to say
They exploded, didn't they?
Two of them. Well, yeah.
That's what.
Two of them exploded from the sun, and then one of them turned to stone and then exploded.
Yeah.
They're all exploded.
Yeah,
They're dead. How does this work?
That's my question. I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out until next year.
They're gonna have to do some serious plot hole hoop jumping on this
Or
one.
we'll just remember that it's fucking hocus pocus and it doesn't matter.
Well, hocus
It doesn't. I'm
pocus.
just
It's all hocus pocus.
It's all hocus pocus.
just a bunch of hocus pocus. And then we're also getting the retelling live action Pinocchio.
Why
Pinocchio.
did you say live action like a dirty word?
It feels like a dirty word nowadays because Disney's just like, well, you know what? Instead of making it 3D animation, which we already did, why don't we just we'll do it live action, which is also just 3D animation most of the time.
Oh, you're gonna
Wait,
watch.
is Luke Evans playing Gaston again?
Luke
What?
Evans, there's Gaston is in Pinocchio.
Well, Luke Evans is, and he played Gaston. And if they're following the MCU rule, you're not allowed to do that shit.
I don't think they're following the MC.
I know that was a joke.
I don't think the Disney movies have a shared universe.
Some of them do.
But that's going to be Disney Plus fall next year. And now because they own it, we're getting the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild.
Oh God, yeah, they own Fox Animation.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I
Simon
forgot.
Simon Pegg is back as Buck in an all-new movie premiering January 28th, 2022 on Disney Plus.
He was the best new character they introduced in that.
I don't know who that is because I haven't watched an Ice
He
Age
was.
movie in
He was.
ever.
I think he was the. If I remember correctly, he was the weird patch-eyed mongoose thing.
I definitely didn't watch that.
That was when they were in the weird when they journeyed to the center of the earth and met the dinosaurs again.
And then set in the
Probably
avant-garde
should've stopped.
street sneaker subculture of New York City, the high-energy, music-driven Disney Plus original movie puts a gender-flipping twist on the Cinderella fairy tale, Sneakerella.
I hate it.
But Cinderella's a dude.
Yes.
Huh. And she's got evil He's got evil stepbrothers.
He's an aspiring sneaker designer who works as a stock boy in the shoe store that once belonged to his late mother.
So they flipped all the genders.
And that premiered.
I don't think Tom's into this one.
I just think it's a dumb pun name.
It's a really bad pun. It's unnecessary. But
Well, they couldn't call him Cinderella because he doesn't work in the cinders.
I mean, the whole point of her name is Cinderella because she's covered in soot.
Right, like her name is actually Ella. They call her Cinderella because she's always covered in cinders.
So is his name Ella then?
Didn't the most recent Ella movie that came out was freaking some girl who was trying to aspire to be a designer of some sort?
that was an Amazon Prime. This is Disney.
Oh, okay.
Cinderella is a
Public
domain property.
Yeah.
Anybody can make stories. Shouldn't his name be like Sneaker Eli then? I'm just saying. I've never met a dude named Ella.
Well, his name is L. That's what it
Okay,
is.
Sneaker L.
I find this
Sneaker Elmer.
really inappropriate
Sneaker Elmer. Sneaker Elrond.
because
You had nerdy parents.
I don't know why you would call him Sneaker Ella. I mean, that seems very stereotypical, in my opinion.
Because it takes place in the avant-garde street sneaker subculture.
I think they're calling him Sneaker Ella though because it feels like there's some derogatory meaning behind that nickname.
I mean, Disney is racist, so there you go.
Moving on,
Walt Disney himself was racist.
we're getting a new animated series
Fruit doesn't fall far from the
based
tree.
on the Disney Channel series from the 2000s, streaming Disney Plus in February. The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder.
It's a new animated series, is what you said?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
They're basically
I liked the
rebooting
original
it.
show. The show was great, honestly.
I watched it when I was a kid.
There was some really great, terrible puns in the names there. La Cienega Boulevardez. Come on, that's fucking hilarious.
How do you remember that?
Because her name was La Cienega Boulevardez, okay?
That's why I ask questions. How the fuck did you memorize that? Were you growing up the whole time going, yeah, her name is La Cienega? Like, I don't fucking remember her fucking name.
Because the song like, down La Cienega Boulevard, but her name is La Cienega Boulevardez. Come on, that's fucking, I'm sorry. That's fucking
Season
funny.
3 of High School Musical, the series is coming.
Do you know their names too?
No, Troy. He's one of the dudes in the original High School Musical.
Yeah, he's not in this.
He's not in this, though.
But at least you still remember.
His name is Troy.
I don't remember.
Troy and Gabby. Those are the two.
Oh
Those are the two main ones. And then
Ashley Tisdale.
Ashley Tisdale was
Shay.
What was her name?
what was her and her gay brother?
It's something ridiculous.
It wasn't her brother. It was her gay best friend.
I thought he was her brother. Is he sure he's not her brother?
I am
Pretty sure he's her brother.
It's her best friend.
I thought he was her brother.
It's like her brother. It's like a best friend.
I'm pretty sure he was her brother.
A girl's
don't
gay best
think
friend
so.
is probably like their brother.
Oh
but
my god,
no.
her name was Sharpay.
I was
Sharpay.
so close.
Shay, Sharpay.
And-
Yeah.
Sharpie.
Her twin brother, Ryan.
Fucking twin brother. Told you.
Okay,
Suck
I
it.
thought they were best friends. Calm down.
Suck it.
Who was I can't remember Corbin Blue.
Corbin Dallas.
Corbin Dallas.
I'm sorry, were you trying to guess the name of the actor?
The actor is Corbin Blue,
He
but
was
I
trying to
can't remember
the
I
character's
can't remember
name.
his character's name.
Okay.
Anyway,
But I said Corbin Dallas.
Chad Danforth.
Disney Plus also announced a new live-action series, The Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh
Is that like John Wick but Spider-Man?
no,
Yes.
no. It's more like
I love the no.
It's not even kind of like
it's
that.
more like Harry Potter. Honestly, it's more like some Harry Potter bullshit.
And then we're getting a Baymax show.
Baymax show?
Summer 2022, yes.
Why?
I don't know.
You know what the interesting part about Baymax is when he turns into a superhero? And from what I saw of this trailer, that's not happening, so...
He's just a helper.
That's a dirty lie, Peter. The most interesting part about Baymax is when he's low on power and acts like he's drunk.
Furry baby.
Furry.
And then kind of on that same note, they're doing a Zootopia Plus.
Huh?
It's a short form series coming to Disney Plus in 2022 called Zootopia Plus.
Are the fox and the rabbit still liking each other?
Probably. I don't think
Did
that.
you
I
know
think
that apparently canonically Zootopia is actually a sequel to the animated Robin Hood?
Really?
Yes, apparently that takes place in the same universe. That is the past of the Zootopia universe.
Cool.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Apparently, some there was a bunch of fans that said, "Oh, it seems like a lot. They got the same similar character designs. The social structure is pretty similar." And so apparently, like the producers of that saw, they're like, "Yep, that's canon now. Yep, for sure. We like that. That's a good idea. You know what? That's a better idea than what we had."
And then Walt Disney Animation Studios announced that Stella McGee will be director and writer of the new long-form musical series Tiana,
Do we have autotune on?
I wish.
coming to Disney Plus 2023.
Like as in the Princess and the Frog, Tiana.
Yes, Tiana sets off for a grand new adventure as the newly crowned Princess of Maldonia, but a calling to her New Orleans past isn't far behind.
I thought the whole point was that she didn't become the princess because he didn't become the prince because he basically gave it up to marry her and they did a restaurant in New Orleans.
He was still born. That's how she became human again, is because when she married him, she became a princess. The whole thing was they sent him to New Orleans and was basically like, if you don't find a wife, then you're going to be disowned. Like, that was the whole thing.
But
And then
I
he...
thought the whole point was he didn't really want to be the prince anyway.
Correct.
So then I thought that he basically gave that up and they just got to run the restaurant together and he played music in the background because he was the house band.
Well, I guess something happened. I don't know. That's all they gave us.
Why does it look like her face doesn't belong on her body in this picture?
I don't know.
It probably doesn't.
It's actually really bothering me.
It's some bad animation. I'm with you on that one.
And then
They picked a very poor still on that one.
we're getting,
left
let's
out,
see,
I
the
don't know what it
first
looks
Disney Plus original series produced in Latin America, Disney
See how they treat me.
Intertwined. I'm sorry, what? I thought you were just being rude again.
No, I wasn't being rude. You guys are being rude. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, look at her face on this pony.
I mean, it's
Oh wow, thanks.
It's an awkward.
It's just the jacket animation. That's all.
Yeah, like I said, it was some jacked up animation on her jacket.
But thanks for showing me. I'm glad I can be a part of the group.
You're welcome.
You try not to be most of the time. We didn't think you wanted to be involved.
I don't know anything about the show notes.
that does it for Disney proper. Moving on to Pixar. We got Cars on the Road, Larry the Cable Guy, and Owen Wilson are returning as Mater and Lightning McQueen.
Larry the Cable Guy was just on not Dancing with the Stars, the Masked Singer.
He was the baby, and
It was creepy.
I did not like it.
Consume Prilosec.
Basically.
We're getting coming 2023.
You didn't give me very much on the Cars thing there. What happened?
That's it.
Cars on the Road.
Larry the Cable Guy revealed the title of Pixar's upcoming Cars series, Cars on the Road. Join Mater and Lightning McQueen in this fun-filled cross-country road trip streaming on Disney Plus in 2022. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
With the original cast returning.
Yes.
The full original cast.
No, just those two.
Okay.
Also, I thought
guess
this
that's all that is.
franchise rightfully died. Why are they bringing it back?
Because kids love cars.
It died when they stopped having Lightning McQueen be in it. That's when it died.
That is when it died.
Also, when they started parodying Rocky.
Wasn't that like the second movie?
No, that was the third movie. The first movie they parodied Doc Hollywood, not Doc Holliday.
Doc Hollywood. Yeah.
Which is a much better movie with Michael J. Fox, which I thoroughly suggest you go out and enjoy yourself. Very good. The second one they parodied every James Bond movie ever. The third one they parodied Rocky.
Got it.
And now they're apparently parodying cross-country road trip movies, there are about 1,000.
And then we're getting this show called Win or Lose. It's the first ever Pixar's first ever original long-form animated series coming 2023. Each 20-minute episode will highlight the perspective of a different character as a middle school co-ed softball team prepares for their championship game. And it looks like the Clay Wallace and Gromit type of animation. That's what I'm getting from this still.
Interesting. But Pixar's actually going to do a series.
Mm-hmm.
And not just a movie.
It's going to be like the Mighty Ducks.
Maybe.
I don't think so. Because the Mighty Ducks had to win. Also, Gordon Bombay was only there because he was forced to be there by a judge.
And then Marvel things.
Oh, we're to the Marvel things now. That's good.
We already knew Hawkeye was coming, but premieres November 24th.
Of this month? Year?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay.
We got a first look at Moonlight.
Moonlight.
Moon Knight.
We were looking out the window, saw some moonlight.
The series will premiere Disney Plus 2022.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
I hope Deadpool shows up.
I don't think he's gonna show up in this.
Moonlight.
We also got a little teaser first look for She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
Also coming 2022. Not really.
Does have some Mark Ruffalo in it.
Yeah.
A stupid pun in my head now.
What?
I'm Moonlight. I get Moonlight from the moonlight.
No, we're done. Okay, I should have asked. Why did I ask? I'm sorry. I apologize.
We also got a look at Miss Marvel, which is coming summer 2022.
You can tell what you're interested in, because Miss Marvel you're real excited about. She-Hulk you glossed over. You don't give a fuck about She-Hulk.
I don't know why you wouldn't give a fuck about She-Hulk. She-Hulk is fantastic.
I didn't care about regular Hulk either. It's like my least favorite
Well, see,
superhero.
She-Hulk is like regular Hulk, but without all this stupid bullshit.
Yeah, and her pants don't rip off every time.
I mean, I'm sure I'll watch it, but
Probably a reason for that.
Do you know why Hulk's pants like sort of stay on? Because the experiment altered his genes.
Stupid.
so we got Miss Marvel,
You were right to ignore that.
and then
Echo.
Marvel Studios
Our stupid joke.
Echo. We didn't get much information. Just a series starring Alquia Cox as Maya Lopez, who will be introduced in Hawkeye. So I guess we'll get
Weird place to
more.
introduce it, but whatever.
Shoot, I was really hoping it was going to be Echo from the Clone Wars.
Well, I mean, going back a minute, Tim Roth is going to be Abomination, and he got introduced in frickin' Shang-Chi.
He wasn't. He was actually introduced in the 2003 Hulk movie with Edward Norton, but he came back in Shang-Chi and is hanging out with Wong for some reason.
And then
I'm excited to learn more.
there's Ironheart, a series starring Dominique Thorne as Riri Williams, a genius inventor who creates the most advanced suit of armor since Iron Man.
Oh yeah, Ironheart. Okay.
Remove
And-
any of the personal connection to Tony Stark, but still, maybe that'll work better for the character. She was kind of boring in the comics.
And then I'm really excited. Agatha, House of Harkness.
What?
Agatha Harkness.
Remember, did you watch WandaVision?
Is that the
She
Dark
was
Witch or
she was
whatever?
the evil
Yeah.
witch. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's getting her own
Who's not
series.
actually normally an evil witch in the comic book. She's
Yeah,
normally
no,
she's normally Wanda's mentor.
Yeah, she was supposed to.
Well, she sort of was accidentally in this. She taught Wanda some shit, and Wanda's like, "Yeah, I'm learning that." And she goes, "Oh, I did not mean to teach you that. Oh, I'm fucked now."
Yeah, of all the things, that's the one I'm really excited about. Did you guys know
I do love that actress. She's amazing.
Kevin Feige almost spoiled the reveal of Agatha from WandaVision?
What do you mean?
So you know this the little Agatha's theme song?
Yeah.
It got stuck in his head, and he was going around the office like singing it, and like they were like, Kevin, shh, like, and he's like, oh shit.
But it is pretty.
So
catchy.
he almost leaked the thing. There's a whole story about it.
It was good. It was a good song.
And then Secret Invasion,
Ooh.
a series starring Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury.
Live
And
action. We're doing live action Secret Invasion.
yeah, the crossover comic event series shows a faction of shape-shifting Skrulls who have been infiltrating Earth for years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Secret Invasion does typically lead into Dark Avengers, which it does look like they've been trying to set up with the last few
It
shows.
does seem like they're trying to set up Dark Avengers
So that'd be kind of.
with
I love the Dark Avengers line, man. It's great.
if you're doing Agent what's his name? Agent the asshole murder Captain America.
Oh, John Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, U.S.
US
Agent.
Agent.
US Agent. There we go. Like,
I was like, I was like, is he trying to talk about Coulson?
no,
Is this going somewhere?
murder Captain America.
Got it.
U.S. Agent, and then with what's her name, Vanya or
Yelena.
like with Yelena. There we go.
Anya Vanya.
You know what
Well,
I
I
meant.
doubt they'll keep her evil, but since we're doing a Hawkeye show that's based on the Matt Fraction, we might get Barney Barton, Trick Shot, one of
Ooh.
Clint's rivals, who is an evil character for the longest time.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
And a special written by and directed by Guardians of the Galaxy veteran James Gunn, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
As long as it's not as bad as the Star Wars Holiday Special would be good.
Are you serious? I want it to be just as bad as the Star Wars Holiday Special.
It actually might. It might be better. It might be better if it's as bad as the Star Wars Holiday Special.
And I know a lot of people are excited about this, animated series that explores new stories in the iconic 90s timeline of the original series, X-Men 97.
Is the animation style going to be
Original animation
Don't
style.
know. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they did say it's original.
It'll be cleaned up a little bit because it'll be in HD or whatever.
Yeah, it'll be cleaned up, but it's original animation, and it picks up right where the series left off.
I just watched that. I just finished watching that again.
I really hope that every time Wolverine could claw someone, he still retracts the claw to punch him.
No.
Like, just keep that stupid feature. It'd be
Ooh,
great.
no. Give me that, but let them actually like murderize people. I know it's still on Disney Plus, so it's still not going to happen. But that would be amazing if they're like, hey, let them actually use their powers instead of making this a 90s Saturday morning cartoon show for
Nah,
kids.
being that it's and they're calling it X-Men 97, like I feel like they're gonna
no.
they're
He's
gonna,
gonna-
this
he's-
is gonna be geared towards adults.
He's going to snick and then retract and punch him in the jaw, just like he does every fucking time.
And then we already knew this was coming, but season 2 of What If?
Are we going to finally get episode 10 from season 1?
Yes, they said it was delayed to season 2, so we should get it in this season.
I'm just saying. I want to know where that Gamora came from. She seems interesting.
Right. Her story was definitely more interesting than the weird crossover they decided to end on.
I didn't hate that.
I
Yeah.
did.
I know you did.
Already, let's move on.
But they had to get to that already because that's how the Watcher works. He always says he's not going to interfere and then has to interfere. Come on.
Spider-Man.
Spooderman.
Spider-Man Freshman Year, an animated series that follows Peter Parker on his way to becoming Spider-Man in the MCU.
So you held off on the origin story as long as you could, huh?
They really tried not to let us see Uncle Ben die one more time. But they're going to do it. They're like, you know what? We haven't murdered an Uncle Ben in a while now. We gotta kill me and Uncle Ben.
And then they're doing a series of original shorts exploring Baby Groot's glory days growing up and getting into trouble, and it's called I Am Groot.
No shit. What else would they call it?
I don't know.
He is Groot.
I have many questions about this because all he can say is Groot.
Oh, he's probably going to have the other Guardians.
He can also say I and am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got 3 words he can say.
I liked Teenage Groot better. Like I want the adventures of I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I am asshole.
Well,
I
yeah,
am Groot.
Baby Groot's glory days growing up and getting into trouble, so it'll probably take us.
No, I like the I am Groot. I'm masturbating in my bedroom.
Anyway, we're getting Marvel zombies.
Are we giving real Marvel zombies, or like Peter
No.
said in the in this the what ifs where we got here's some zombies that are in
No.
Marvel costumes.
Marvel zombies. An animated series from Marvel Studios that reimagines the Marvel universe as a new generation of heroes battle against an ever-spreading zombie scourge.
Yeah, see, that to me implies that it's just going to be like Walking Dead, but now our main character is Peter Parker.
Thank you.
And I want more of the ridiculous story that was the comic where...
Like where the zombies all still have their brains.
Ooh,
Once
maybe...
they've eaten, yeah, where they regain their sentience once they've eaten and then feel guilty about it. Hulk is pretty grotesque, where he turns back into Banner after eating a Hulk-sized meal.
Don't
Maybe-
talk about that. No.
Maybe instead
That's
of
an awful panel of comic right
them
there.
picking that up in What If, they're just going to take where we left off at What If and start Marvel Zombies up.
I hope they don't. Actually, I'm with Peter
Yeah,
on
that
that.
would be
I
cool.
hope they fully reboot it and just do the real Marvel zombies.
Yeah, because they just killed like everyone off.
Yeah, everybody was already done.
Yeah.
And then they show up at the end, and they're definitely dead in that one because they show up and there's zombie Thanos with a fully done Infinity Gauntlet. Like I said, I guess except for the Mind Stone,
Yeah.
and they just brought it right to him. So
that does it for Marvel. Moving into Lucasfilm.
God, they own so much shit.
They did a Meet the Cast because we're getting Willow the series,
Willow
which
the
premieres
series?
2022. Yes.
Is Warwick Davis going to be there?
Yes, Warwick Davis, Ruby Cruz, Aaron Kellyman, Ellie Bamber, Tony Revolori, Amar Shada Patel, and Dempsey Burke.
So the idea for Disney now with Lucasfilm is, hey, let's take everything George Lucas ever made that people actually liked, and just bank off of that.
I want to hear it because the next thing I know you're really excited about
Yeah, because
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And again, it's because it still has Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen involved. That's the only reason it's going to be good. I don't care who directs it. I don't care who writes it. Both those guys will go, no, I'm not fucking doing it unless it makes sense. Especially Hayden Christensen. He's like, I have already been given enough fucking shit in my life. I'm not doing anything unless it's perfect. Or you're going to cut me out of this whole goddamn show and I'm walking away forever. That's why I can trust that the Obi-Wan series is going to be good, because Ewan McGregor's like, it's fucking amazing. And I'm like, well, you were the only good part of the prequels. Thanks, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, there is a
And
teaser
Hayden.
up right now where he's talking about it, and we get a couple of still shots, and he basically confirms that him and Vader are going to get another whack at each other.
Which confuses me a little, but whatever.
You know what?
I
As
don't-
long-
I
They can
don't-
sort of explain it. I'm sure they can figure out a way to explain it. They
Maybe like a weird hallucination or something.
probably, but there's literally he lies in the first. He quote unquote technically lies in the first line he speaks basically to Luke in the in episode 4. Oh, your father was murdered by Darth Vader. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that he wasn't telling Luke. So you know what? He probably fought Vader like 15 fucking other times.
So I'm really excited. That's coming next year.
He does.
Yeah, but like in A New Hope, when Vader and Obi-Wan first encounter each other, Vader's the one that's like, "Oh, it's been a while since we've seen each other." Like,
Right.
A while
but,
doesn't mean never.
But also, by that time, Obi-Wan is old. I don't think this series is going to
It's
take
19
us.
years. It's literally only 19 years.
He looks old as shit.
He does. The weather on Tatooine did not do any wonders for his skin.
But also, I mean, we don't know how much time is going to pass because it's a limited series. So it's not like they're going to make seasons and seasons of this. From what I understand, it's limited series. Here is what it is, and it's done. So
From what
there
it looks
could
like,
still be. I mean, even if they only take there's 19 years between episode 3 and episode 4, you said?
Yep.
So 10 years is still a long time to be like, oh, I have not felt that presence in a really long time. Shit, 5 years is like, oh shit, I haven't talked to that guy in a while.
From what it looks like, it looks like it's going to be the first couple of years after that he's gone into hiding on Tatooine with the Jedi hunters going after his ass. Which means the Jedi hunter's going to find him and they go, hey, you, Darth boy, you might want to see this.
He's like, I don't go to Tatooine. There's sand.
He's like,
It's
yeah.
coarse and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
My suit.
Can't be a real interaction because Vader would not give up on killing Obi-Wan that quickly, that early in. He would be hunting him on Tatooine for 19 fucking years.
See, but so they have to meet on a different planet, and Obi-Wan has to like either look like he's perished. That's probably what it's going to be. Is basically Obi-Wan has to fake his own death, so that's why he stops coming after him. Because Anakin knows that he's alive when he's turned into Darth Vader. Because Obi-Wan left him there for dead, so he knows Obi-Wan's out in the universe.
Somewhere.
So it's got to be something that Obi-Wan definitely has to like fake his death and be like, "Oh no, you defeated me. I'm dead." Ooh.
And something he brought up the other day when we were kind of talking about it is maybe we'll get to see his journey into the Force Ghost training.
Oh, we're definitely going to get to see some of that. I really, really want a cameo with Liam Neeson. I would love some shit like that. And Liam Neeson would come back and be Qui-Gon. Come on.
Because in the Clone Wars, we only got his voice.
But Liam Neeson, because he came back and did the voice for Clone Wars in the episode that he's in. He would come back and be not Obi-Wan, but would be Qui-Gon Jinn again. Come on.
I mean, possibly, yeah.
Given the opportunity, you don't think Liam Neeson would go, yeah, okay. Give me the braids again. That was sick. Give me that long hair. I don't like the extensions. That looks sick as shit.
He really liked being Qui-Gon. The world didn't like Qui-Gon or that movie, but he really liked being Qui-Gon.
First of all, I liked Qui-Gon.
I like Qui-Gon.
Only
like
because of Ewan
Liam
McGregor, or not, no, because of Liam Neeson's portrayal. Liam Neeson's portrayal of Qui-Gon. His portrayal of Qui-Gon was amazing. The character wasn't great because the writing wasn't great. But we all knew the writing wasn't great.
Qui-Gon didn't become well-loved until it was fixed later, is what I mean.
Exactly.
On initial reaction, everybody hated him, and everybody hated that fucking movie.
Yeah, but it's grown on a lot of people. There's a great Reddit thread just about
Qui-Gon.
just about the prequels. There's a lot of prequel love out there now.
And then we actually already watched it, but Under the Helmet, The Legacy of Boba Fett, and it talks about like how they came up with the character and and you get to see like the original test video and stuff, and that was really cool.
It was pretty solid. I knew most of it already, but it was done in a really engaging way.
That's good.
If you're a huge Star Wars fan, it doesn't probably have a lot of information you didn't already know about Boba Fett, but it was done pretty well.
And it's short. It's like
It was
27 minutes.
yeah.
So. And then National Geographic stuff.
Okay, there's another category for Disney Plus, National Geographic stuff.
Yeah, they own Nat Geo. And we're getting the series following Will Smith called Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. Is he gonna punch a alien in the face at the beginning of every episode? Welcome to Earth.
No, it's a epic 6-part series premiering on December 8th, and he's just exploring wonders and revealing its most.
Hi, it's the Flannel Guy again. If you join us on Patreon, you get access to our Discord where you might get to talk to me, and I might still be talking like this.